What are some of the things that you've done in your house that I'm sure you've done certain things that are making it more energy efficient?
Right.
What are some of those things?
One of the things is the tankless hot water, because before we had this giant thing that was ridiculously old. We also updated the heating and air conditioning system, which was inefficient. And we have a shed in our backyard, and the floors are bamboo and the countertop is bamboo. And I thought, wow, this means we both come a long way.
That's great. That is terrific. So as far as your gardening, do you have any other gardening tips, organic gardening tips that you can give people who are watching?
I think it's really important that people do their homework on fertilizers, because what I've noticed is that a lot more people are gardening now, but they're still using really harsh chemicals to either stimulate growth in the garden or to get rid of bugs. For weeds, and I'm one of those people that really thinks, well, what is a weed? Maybe we can redefine that. But if there is something that is problematic for your garden, I recommend just pouring boiling water over it, because that will kill the plant without harming anything or anyone else. And also the thing to consider is not just our own health and when we're eating the food, but the birds, the bees. Bees are definitely suffering right now on this planet, and I'm sure there's a connection in terms of the heavy chemical use that's happening in gardens and agriculture and everywhere else. And also I found a kind of wood that's redwood that doesn't need to be treated. So if you build raised beds, you can use that because it's very rot resistant, and therefore you don't have to put some horrible polyurethane sealant on it. And there's a wonderful fertilizer that I found recently that's from Japan, and it's 100% organic and 100% natural. It's a concentrate, and that way you can spray it on the leaves, you can feed the plants with it, and it's really versatile. Because one of the things about gardening is that a lot of the times you need a specific food for citrus trees or roses or squash or whatever it is, and this one's very multi-purpose.
Okay. So now we've sort of gone through some of your day. Now we're back in, and I think we forgot to put makeup on you. So what kind of makeup do you use?
Yeah, I use Eco. No big surprise there.
Okay.
One of the things that I do in my business is that I offer a lecture on eco beauty, because I find that women in particular really want to be involved with good causes, and there's so much marketing and scary information, misinformation about what it means to be beautiful. And that's why one of the things with Winning Project Green Search, I really want to help people understand that this is more about being a green spokesperson rather than just a green fashion model. I'm happy and thrilled to wear incredible sustainable clothes. And at the same time, I want to make sure that people realize that there's choices that they can do every single day that are accessible to them. So there are things that you can buy at Whole Foods now, Mineral Fusion, Zuzu, what's the other one, Laranine that I really like. Josie Moran, who was involved with the contest, she has a wonderful line of beautiful eco products. And there's a great website that people can check out, which is cosmeticdatabase.com. And then they can search the products that they are using and find out, okay, what are these ingredients linked to in terms of health concerns, and also whether it's tested on animals, because that's the other thing, is that's another opportunity to really get your values in alignment. And there's so many people out there who love animals and who would come up and look at this pigeon and go, oh my gosh, what's wrong? I want to be involved. But then you ask them what they're using as far as their blush or their lip gloss or their shampoo or whatever else, and they haven't really thought about it. Or they've just assumed because there's some big celebrity attached to the campaign ad that they're in the clear, and that's not the case.
As far as eco-transportation, not just necessarily a car, do you take the local buses?
I used to take the local bus in Seattle. In LA, I never have.
Okay.
But I do have a Prius, and my parents have a Prius as well. My sister has a hybrid. It's kind of nice because my sister worked for Lexus for a long time, and so we all got really excited about that opportunity. And then, of course, bicycling, which needs a lot more attention. It's not something that I necessarily do for, big errands and things like that. But if I, need to drop something off at the mail, I'll use my bicycle. And I actually just found the most amazing recycled or reused cruiser on Craigslist. So another, opportunity to get something that's previously used rather than brand new.
So when you go grocery shopping, do you use a bicycle to get there, and do you bring your own bags to the grocery store?
I use my own bags and I use my Prius because we usually get, I would say, 4 or 5 full bags. So that's a lot to
That's a lot to
that's a
carry
lot
on a bicycle.
to bike, especially in LA when people tend to be texting and all sorts of other crazy things when they're driving.
So now that you're the it girl for the Green Revolution, where is your life going to go from here regarding this title?
Well, I really want to make the most of the opportunity, not just for myself, but also all of the other girls that were involved. So one of the things that I know that they have lined up for me is being interviewed and photographed for some wonderful eco magazines, including Eco Coco, and I'm very excited about that. And the other thing is just reaching out to other events and people who are involved with the green movement already. I really feel like now's the time for all of us to be coming together. And one of the things that's frustrated me in the past with either, eco activists or people with animal rights is that if you're not on their page, there can sometimes be a lot of judgment or hate. And I feel like it's time to kind of put our egos aside and put the perfect picture on hold and just really give people a vision and help them with each step so that we can all get on the same page eventually.
Terrific. And have you come up with the name of your pigeon yet?
I haven't, but I'm sure I'll be brainstorming on that and come up with a good one. One of our dogs, I named her Chloe, who was the goddess of agriculture.
Oh, very
So
nice.
I'll put some good thought and love into it.
The goddess of flight.
Yeah, ooh, that would be nice. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Rachel.
Yeah,
I
thank
really appreciate it.
you.
Wonderful interview.
Thank you so
And,
much.
I wish you best of luck with your new pet.
Thanks.
We'll talk to you very soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.